get asked my date of birth a lot, and I say honestly I can't remember. I was there at the time, but you'd have to ask Mum.
Public place means a place that, at any material time, is open to or is being used by the public, whether free or on payment of a charge, and whether any owner or occupier of the place is lawfully entitled to exclude or eject any person from that place, and includes any aircraft, hovercraft, ship or ferry or other vessel, train, or vehicle carrying or available to carry
Section
passengers
12,
for reward.
1 of the Official Information Act 1982 states that any person being a New Zealand citizen, or be a permanent resident of New Zealand, or c a person who is in New Zealand, or d a body corporate which is incorporated in New Zealand, or e a body corporate which is incorporated outside New Zealand but which has a place of business in New Zealand, may request a department or minister of the Crown or organization to make available to him or any specified official information.
To whom it may concern. Attention Adam Lee Williams. On Saturday, January 14, 2017, between the hours of 10 a.m. to 1:15 p.m., myself, wife, 2 boys, and their friend attended the public pool at Westwave. During the first 1.5 HRS we enjoyed the hydro slide and wave riding and were having a great time. While I was supervising my 9-year-old son when the wave ride was in motion, one of the tattooed lifeguards signaled to me. For the first 1.5 HRS I had no issue using my GoPro video camera, and we saw multiple other adults taking photos of their kids playing, and quite frankly did not notice the cell phone busters sign and no photography signage. The lifeguard politely asked me to stop using my GoPro, to which I asked why. Furthermore, I asked what law stated I was not allowed to record in a public place, be it free or for fee. And asked where did he derive his unreasonable expectation of privacy in a public place. He stated it was your law or policy, and that I needed every member of the public that was present's permission to do so. He then stated he would have to get the manager, to which I also stated he should do. Note, this lifeguard caused me to leave my 9-year-old son unattended while the wave was on, which had left him upset in the process. I exited the pool, then a few minutes later another man, with both arms tattooed and an English accent, Dave my wife states his name was, came over, introduced himself, and stated no manager was available. After a repeat conversation with now a second lifeguard, I gave a conditional acceptance to stop recording, if he could provide to me the law, or the policy. I agreed to, stating I could not do so. He told me to look it up. I then said that onus probandi would dictate that as he is the one making the claim, it would be for himself to back it with some facts. I stated that I also require his proof of authority over myself, which he stated he believed he had. What? He may also believe in Santa or unicorns, however a belief is generally absent fact. He left and returned another few minutes later with a N.O.P, National Operating Procedure I presume. He referred me to a section stating the exact same passage as is listed under your terms and conditions online, under the section of swim school, which we had not enrolled in, nor had been supplied such a policy to review. The section titled Data Collection, Photography and Recording of Swimming Lessons. This section appears to reserve Auckland Council some rights to use material for commercial gains. However, the lifeguard pointed out the last paragraph especially to me. The last section refers to swimming teacher and lessons, and stipulates an unreasonable expectation of privacy for the general public. However, as it stipulated, by enrolling you agree, and as this section of your terms and conditions refers solely to swim school, I fail to see the relevance, as we did not enroll in anything. The The lifeguard stooped so far as to demean me, with comments such like, "Do you have eyes in the back of your head, do ya?" when I had stipulated where my children were presently playing. This also disgusted my wife, who witnessed the entire conversation. He then threatened to call the police, which I invited him to do, as I have on more than one occasion happily re-educated and put them right when they have overstepped their authority in previous occasions. I then informed him that I did not understand what he was showing me, and stated it had no relevance as we had not enrolled in anything. After realizing that there would be no getting through to this man, I then asked him to leave me alone and go away. I did this 3 times, then stated that he was now harassing me and causing myself and wife distress, to which he did not return, thankfully. After not being able to sleep, I chose to look up your website and check your policy, which does not supersede legislation or law, and found that the ambiguity in the policy is infringing upon the general public to record in a public place. During swim school I can understand, it is a private enrollment. However, as we were being recorded by at least 12 security cameras by Westwave, I had no expectation of privacy, neither should anyone else in public. As I have studied law and legislature for now 4 years and looked quite extensively into recording in public, and as I have my own YouTube channel where I hold all public servants accountable, especially police, with over 1,000 subscribers and approximate 400,000 views, I am aware of the power of public perception and media. I will be returning later today to ascertain the names of the lifeguards, as well as with a copy of your rules to ensure your staff do no infringe upon another member of public right to record again. Everything I record and do is posted on public forums, YouTube, etc. for public purview for maximum accountability. In short, he chose the wrong man to try and enforce arbitrary policy against. I am certain in time this will become self-evident. I shall send links for the future videos to be posted and expect this lifeguard to receive reprimand for his unacceptable and crass attitude. Shortly after he had a go at me, the young female lifeguard on duty also attempted to tell my wife off for taking a photo of our son, asking her to do so. Good luck trying to stop my wife from doing whatever she wishes, and your lifeguard retreated pretty sheepishly. In all, we enjoyed the first half. Then second, nah, not so much. However, I do not let something like this go uncorrected. We look forward to your response, and will keep you up to date. Warm regards, Mark and Leah. Terms and conditions. We want to keep you and your community safe and having a great time in our centers, so we have a few terms and conditions. They're not hard, but they are important. Read on to make sure you're on board with everything. Pool rules. Please help us keep your children and families safe at our facilities by following these simple rules. Children 10 years and under must be actively supervised by a caregiver 17 years or older. Actively supervised means watching your children at all times and able to provide immediate help at a close distance where you can see, hear, and be heard by your child. Your child must be able to see you. Children 4 years and under. In pools other than shallow toddler pools, children must be accompanied in the pool and within arm's reach of a caregiver 17 years or older. Maximum adult to child ratios: 1 adult to 2 under 5-year-olds. 1 adult to 4 5 to 10-year-olds. 1 adult to 1 under 5-year-old and 3 5 to 10-year-olds. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us. What to wear in the pool. Swim school. These terms and conditions apply to all Auckland Council swim school programs. By making payment in part or in full, you accept these terms and conditions. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact the facility swim school coordinator. General Payment must be made on or before the last working day of the previous scheduled swim school term, or bookings will be cancelled. Please note that online payments made through our secure portal will take 1 business day to be processed. Please allow for them when making payment using this method. Cancellations, credits, make-up lessons and refunds. If Auckland Council Swim School cancels a swimming lesson which has been paid for in full, a credit will be issued for the lesson to your swim school account. Each swimmer will be entitled to 1 credit or make-up lesson per term for genuine sickness reasons, on the following basis. You must give notice before the start of the missed lesson. Email, phone call, or leaving a message is acceptable. No credit or make-up lesson will be given if there is no record of notice being given. A medical certificate may be required. Make-up lessons can only be booked after week 5 of the term and only after the 6th swimmer has returned the following week for their lesson. Where make-up lessons are unavailable, a credit will be applied to your swim school account and may be redeemable against another set of lessons. This cannot be redeemed as a cash refund. Make-up and credit lessons are non-transferable between persons and other conditions may apply in certain circumstances. Should a serious medical condition or injury prevent swimmers from attending, a credit can be applied. A medical certificate will be required for our records. If the customer does not wish to continue for personal reasons and requests a refund for the balance of a term, this will incur an administration fee of $26. Auckland Council swim schools do not run lessons on public holidays and term fees will be prorated accordingly. Data collection, photography, and recording of swimming lessons. Your information may be used for Auckland Council marketing purposes and to inform you of services and special offers. Please contact your local swim school if you wish to opt out. This will not be given to third parties. Auckland Council Swim School reserves the right to take photos or videos of groups of swimmers in their lessons, and you can send to us using this material for our reasonable promotional and training purposes by agreeing to the terms and conditions upon enrollment. We will seek your consent before using any recognizable photo or video featuring an individual swimmer. No one else may take photos or videos at the facility except with the prior consent of the swimming teacher in charge of the lesson. If permission is given, you must not take photos of anyone other than your own children. Their response January 15th. Good morning Mark and Leah. Thank you for your email. I have forwarded this to our management and should be in contact with you from Monday, January 16th. Kind regards. Touri. Customer Support. Westwave Pool and Leisure. PH 09835 0767. 20 Alderman Drive, Henderson, Auckland. My response January 16, 2017. Good morning Twiri. After emailing my complaint and concerns, I did as I stated and returned, got some excellent wide-angle shots of the facility and various signage showing no expectation of privacy. I then spoke to Susan at the service counter. I supplied your terms and conditions and have marked the section which I had questions about. Susan reiterated that I could not film in the public pool and it is posted with signage. I stated the signage may be applicable during swim school, however whilst it is open to the public I have every right to film, and your signage is unlawful to enforce during such times. In future, when I return to enjoy the public facility with my family, I shall be recording again, as it is my right to do so. This shall serve as formal notice in writing to Auckland Council of my intentions. I have asked for the legislation stating otherwise to be supplied and have had none so far supplied by your staff. I recorded this interaction with Susan and will be posting it soon and shall send you a link. I also supplied documents from NZ Police website stating the rules of public photography along with various sections of the Summary Offences Act 1981, and the definition of public place for you reference. I suggest you correct these errors, as if I am infringed upon again by your staff, I will seek private prosecution against any trespasser. Should I be threatened with violence again in the form of having police called, for what I am unsure of, as no breach of peace had occurred, although your staff did cause myself and family alarm and distress. Thankfully Dave left when he did that day. I also supplied, as Dave had threatened police, a conclusion letter of the last IPCA complaint I filed against a police officer who had overstepped, confirming no expectation of privacy in public. To avoid further issues, I suggest clarifying your policy and retraining your staff. Please comprehend that at no time do I have any ill will or bad intentions towards any fellow member of mankind. My sole wish is to see your errors corrected, prior to a mistake occurring. Warm regards, and I look forward to hearing from you. Sent to Westwave January 19, 2017, prior to getting a copyright complaint from a crybaby. Thanks for the face blur tool, YouTube. Anyhow. Good morning. As stated previously, please find a link to my interaction with Susan on Sunday and some relevant information. https://www.youtube.com/watch v=52 Rawayajo. I have not heard from anyone as yet in regards to this matter to date. Please inform me as to what is happening. I also require any and all footage held by Westwave or Auckland City Council on the January 14, 2017, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 1:20 p.m., the approximate time we were there. The incident with the lifeguards happened between 11:30 and 12 p.m. The area above the wave with the seating is where we were situated. Under Section 12 of the Official Information Act 1982, please make this footage available without delay. Warm regards. Mark. Shortly after sending this email, and the link, they made their petty complaint. Best focus on correcting your unlawful activities, Auckland Council and Westwave Leisure Centre. Just a suggestion. On the 19th of January I received this from YouTube. Dear Mark Otho Keen. This is to notify you that we have received a privacy complaint from an individual regarding your content. We would like to give you an opportunity to remove or edit the private information within the content reported. You have 48 hours to take action on the complaint. If you remove the alleged violation from the site within the 48 hours, the complaint filed will then be closed. If the potential privacy violation remains on the site after 48 hours, the complaint will be reviewed by the YouTube team and may be removed pursuant to our privacy guidelines. http://www.youtube.com/t/privacy_guidelines. Alleged violations commonly occur within the video content. YouTube offers a custom blurring tool, which allows you to blur anything in your video, including individuals or information. For more information on this blurring feature, visit the creator blog. Alleged violations may also occur in the title, description, or tags of your video. YouTube offers metadata editing tools which you can access by going to My Videos and clicking the edit button on the reported video. Making a video private is not an appropriate method of editing, as the status can be changed from private to public at any time. Because they can be turned off at any time, annotations are also not considered an acceptable solution. We're committed to protecting our users and hope you understand the importance of respecting others' privacy. When uploading videos in the future, please remember not to post someone else's image or personal information without their consent. Personal information includes, but is not limited to, social security number, national identification number, bank account number or contact information, e.g. home address, email address. For more information, please review our privacy guidelines. http://www.youtube.com/t/privacy_guidelines. My response later in the day. Hello YouTube team. Could you please supply more information as to the details of what perception of privacy there was with regards to a public place? As a safe measure, we have, as you have suggested, utilized the face blur tool, to hopefully not cause any upset of concern to those with unreasonable expectations of privacy in public. Thanks for bringing this to my attention, as this is clearly a retaliatory measure from the Auckland Council and their unlawful activities being brought to the purview of the public. Warm regards. Mark Otho Keen.